Over here, babe. Castle is closed at 5. We go to the lighthouse. These waves are crazy coming in. Look at these things. What else is in this sandwich? Oh, there's a little piece of steak in there as well. You can't forget that. Well, I think we found what we were looking for, but I'm not entirely sure. So we came over here to visit this park, and we found out it's a whole complex of a museum, a park. There's a couple other museums inside the park. It was 20 euros to go visit everything together. So that's what we're gonna go do. Oh wow, that's sort of a cool art exhibit. It's like a contemporary art museum. Carla Felipe is the current artist on exhibition here. I believe 2 of the 3 open rooms are all of her art. They're pretty cool. I mean, contemporary art. But we're really ready to go and check out the garden. Hopefully the rose garden is in full bloom. All right, we're into the garden now here at the museum complex. Everybody keeps referring to it as the foundation, but I'm not sure what foundation it is.
And of course, we are in Porto, a cute city of Portugal, and we decided to come to the park because that's what we like. It's
a beautiful park.
So far, so good.
I see the name of it. How do you pronounce that, baby?
Which one?
The top one. Serraves?
Serraves.
Serraves. I think that's the name of the foundation.
Clarida das Betulas Birch Blade.
Treetop walk. Let's go do that first.
Let's go.
I think our tickets cover that.
Our tickets cover everything. We paid $20 for
20
euros each.
Or each individual one is 13 euros. So they sort of got you to pay for all of them.
So 13 is just the garden, and 20 is the museums also, right?
Yeah, you could pay 13 for the garden and 13 for the museum and 13 for the other museum, or you can pay 20 for all of them.
Per person.
Per person. It's sort of an interesting sculptures, huh?
Yes, it is interesting. I don't know
what
what
about the giant shovel behind you?
Ooh! Can I open my wine with that shovel?
I don't think so, baby. Look at that garden. Beautiful, the reflecting pools. Some seagulls hanging out playing in them. This reminds me of someplace. We've seen garden water features like this before, yeah, babe? I'm not sure where. Oh, this is the Camilla garden. These are all the Camillas.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Like in between. I don't know where's the end.
I don't know either. Oh, there's like a little maze over this way. Oh, I bet this is absolutely beautiful when all these camellias are blooming. Just look at all of them. Just starting to come in right now. It's sort of a cool exhibition. It's like the silver age of Portuguese cinema.
And all those films are created by Manuel de Oliveira.
Sort of an interesting cinema display about, I guess, the father of Portuguese cinema. Oh, here's the treetop walk. You want to do that, baby?
Yes, I want to walk on the tree.
But so far for me, the highlight's the garden. Maybe this treetop walk, that looks really cool. Looks like that's just part of your garden ticket. Let's see what else is over here. Tennis courts, tea house, villa, lantern patron, sweet gum trees, avenue, rose gardens this way. There we go. But for now, we're going to check out this treetop walk. we walked in here, came around this way, and now we're here. What, babe? Find more camellias? They're cute, huh?
This one is pretty.
It's a little dead, but white and red, that's pretty. They smell good, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know what they are, but wow, they smell so good. Surprised they're not covered in bees. All right, so we just finished the tennis court tea house. Beautiful flowers. Probably the biggest man-made birdhouse I've ever seen right here. That's pretty cool. And we're gonna keep making our way towards the rose garden. Oh, I see it, but it's not blooming, I think. Oh no. Well, maybe not in full bloom. They have a bunch of new rose starts here, it looks like. Looks like they just actually replanted a lot of it. Wow, these are pretty, these light pink ones. Just Joey is what they're called. See if anything else is blooming around here. Ooh, we got some water lilies. Very cute. It's actually a really nice rose garden, but we always seem to get to them like a month too soon. Such a beautiful park. It's a little expensive, 20 euros to get in and to see the exhibitions plus the garden. Had I known, it sounds crazy, but I might have just paid the 13 euros to see just the garden. But if you're into contemporary art or the cinema or whatever exhibits are in the museums interest you, you should absolutely go.
They didn't interest us, so we don't recommend to pay the
20 euros? Yeah, because for the 13 you get to do the little forest tree walk area, the walking platforms, and check out the entire garden. Over here, babe. Let's see where this little garden path goes. Beautiful little waterfall, Babbling Creek water feature. That leads into the lake here. And it's like a little grotto or something like that. So we just left the other garden.
The garden, and
now we went to a different garden.
And the Jardim do Passeio Alegre. And we're gonna go maybe to see the lighthouse.
And we picked coming to this garden because it's right on the river. It's right where the river meets the Atlantic Ocean, and we just thought it would be beautiful. We're not quite sure what there all is to see and do in this park, except for the fact that these white flowers are gorgeous, huh?
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Chris says you can make tea out of them.
Yes.
Yeah? I don't know what type of flowers they are, but she says in Romania she used to make tea out of them. Where are they called in Romanian?
Mușețel.
Mușețel. There you go. Oh, let's see if the old man caught a fish. It just looks like he's reeling in his line though.
Something in there.
Yeah? Let's see. Let's see what we got. Nope. No fish. Well, we came here to walk way out there to the lighthouse, but instead we saw a castle. So you can't go wrong with the castle.
Let's go.
Castle is closed at 5. We go to the lighthouse. Or since the fortress over there closed at 5 and it's 5:40 right now, we're gonna take these wonderful walks out to, looks like a lighthouse, and I don't know, a lighthouse might be called something else, but that's what I know what to call them. A lot of fishermen out on the jetties trying to catch something. I've yet to see anybody reel something in, but they have some big heavy duty poles, so they're trying to catch something at least 10 or 20 pounds, I would imagine. These waves are crazy coming in. Look at these things. I better get moving. I'm gonna get splashed here. Alright, that was a fun little stop. Go check out the lighthouse here on the coast. But we're hungry and it's about 6:15. And we still want to go check out at least one of the wine tasting rooms right over there on the other side of the river. But some of them close as early as 7, some even earlier. So we found one to open till 8, and that's where we're going. Quevedo is the winery we're gonna go try. I would like to say we did a bunch of research and picked it, but it was the one open till 8, not 7. So it's $10, 10 euros for a, looks like 4 port wine tasting. You know, port wines, gins, cocktails, snacks, olive oil. Let's go in. It's cute. So this is the upstairs here at Quevedo. Really beautiful old building. So we didn't realize it, but I guess wine tasting here is an early man sport. Most of these port tasting wineries shut down at 7 o'clock, and this one stays open till 8. I think 2 or 3 of them that I saw on a quick search stay open till 8 o'clock. So here they do a bunch of different flights for tastings. I got the white ports. Those have been my favorites. So there's a white, a 10-year, and a 30-year aged. It's 17 euros. And Chris just got a glass of the rosé, cost 3 euros, so pretty cheap there. And they have a couple little snacks and treats to munch on. I got the Iberian ham, and Chris got olive oil and the breads. It sounded good too. So this is my tasting. This is the white port, the 10-year port, and the 30-year. And Chris got the
Quevedo Rosé Port,
which is a port. So we just finished up our tasting. Chris is getting ready. We got a bottle to go, you know, we had to. Not bad, 10 euros for a bottle. I wish I would have bought the 10, but just no room to take it home. At least now I know I like the white ports. We're gonna go to dinner somewhere, yeah, babe?
Yeah.
All right, let's go find somewhere to go eat. So while I was looking at Google Maps trying to figure out a restaurant to go to, there was something called a half rabbit. And I think that's the art display they call half rabbit. Chris thinks it's a burnt down house, but we'll see when we get to the other side. So me and Chris were just looking at our receipt and discussing one thing we love about Europe, and that is they add the sales tax into the prices. So you can see our food was $9.29 with 13% tax, so it was $10.50 out the door, and that's the price they tell you it is. Like our wine was $1.63, 23% tax for €2, and that's the price they tell you. So much better to see the total price from the beginning. So there's sausage in it, Portuguese sausage, ham, covered in cheese. What else is in this sandwich? Oh, there's a little piece of steak in there as well. You can't forget that. Basically, it's every piece of leftover meat in your fridge, put into a sandwich, covered in cheese, and then drenched in gravy. What do you think? Not your favorite? She's just not drunk enough. Right here on the front here you have a 5 port for €5 tasting, and it is in full swing. And I'll tell you what, those port wines at 19.5% liquor catch up with you very quickly. And they go down like water. They are sweet, and you would never guess they have that much liquor in them. Wow, what a beautiful sunset for a final night here in Porto. Tomorrow morning we catch the 5:30 train down to the south to
Algarve.
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 Faro.
I am so terrible at saying the names of places I'm not used to. All right, guys, thanks again for watching today. We had a great day. We started off by visiting the Commerce Palace, which was really interesting. And then we went out to the coast for a little bit and visited the garden. I forgot the name of it, but the garden was beautiful. We finished the night by going over to Gaia for a little wine port tasting and dinner. And that's how we're gonna end the night, just taking a stroll through Gaia on the opposite side of the river from Porto. Tomorrow we have to get up super early. We're taking the 5:30 a.m. train down to the south, so stay tuned for that.